So, hello everyone, welcome to the evening session. So, this is day 2 of InGARSS, and we are organizing YP Young Professional Event. There are two events here. One is Story Through Maps Challenge, and other is Earth at Risk Challenge. Both events have been, the first Story Through Maps Challenge is organized for the first time for InGARSS or IGARS. And Earth at Risk Challenge has been organized before as well for InGARSS and MGARS as well. Through this challenge, we want to encourage participants to build maps and create stories. Your map should describe the stories, and how you present is what we want to bring out from these challenges. So, we sent out a notification 2 months ago to participants to submit their videos, which is Story Through Maps, and the Earth at Risk Challenge, which is just an image. And we've received a lot of questions as well, and also a lot of submissions. So we'll go through each submission and see what each map describe. At the end of it, we'll show the results. The top two results will be announced by our jury, who is Ujjwal Gandhi. We'll introduce him as well in a short while. And the third winner will be from the public voting, which has been taken from yesterday till today. We'll cumulatively see what the votings are, and the prize distribution will be there at the end of the session. So to begin with, let us introduce ourselves. So, young professional, we are the three chairs of this session. Myself, Aman Bagrecha, which is I'm currently at Galaxy Space. Thiaku is Chief Operating Officer at Satyukt Analytics, and Santosh is working at RMSI. Our jury is Ujjwal Gandhi. He's renowned worldwide for his open source tutorials. So he started his own company in 2020 after leaving Google for working for 15-20 years, and then now is not only promoting open source software but also educating people through his online lectures, which happens quite frequently, and also attends these events to network with people. So I welcome Ujjwal Gandhi as well. Thank you for accepting to be the jury. At the last moment, we just had Santosh just asked Ujjwal, I think 2 days ago. We were in a very tricky situation, but Ujjwal thankfully accepted to be the jury. So now what we'll do is, we'll go through the first challenge, Story Through Maps Challenge. This challenge is about creating a video from your maps and describing an entire story just through maps. The idea was not to include voice, but if you have very little voice, is the idea. The entire map should convey the story. So that was the challenge. We'll go through the problem statement first. So this challenge was to create a very short video, which was less than 5 minutes. And then you have to highlight the process of map making. You have to show where your data source is and what is the impact of your map through this video. So that is the problem statement, and your jury will judge you according to this problem statement. So there are certain criteria for judging this story, which is, one is visual appeal, how good your map is, which is your cartographic skill. Your effectiveness for communication, which is in short while, how are you explaining the entire video, and your storytelling. You are in this short time with effective communication, with very few words, you have to explain your entire video, and your originality should be very new or unique. So these are the judging criteria that your jury will consider for the first two prizes. And the third prize is People's Choice Award, which will be taken up as a QR code. Will scan the QR code and then take voting from public after the first part of the session ends. And everyone who submitted the videos will get certificate of participation after the event. So to begin with, we have our top 5 finalist list ready. So we received a lot of submissions, and from there we have top 5 submissions. In the interest of time, we just chose top 5, so that from these, top 2 will be selected for the first and second prize, and all the other, which is the total submissions, you will get public voting. So the public voting is open to all submissions and not just restricted to top 5. So each participant here will explain their video within 5 minutes, and within 5 minutes you have to if the video is already has audio, you don't have to explain the video, or you can just describe what your data source is and what you're trying to convey. So we'll begin with if Amar Dali is here. So yeah, so if you can present your video, the video is already here. You just so the jury will judge on the all these four criterias. But before we begin, I just want to explain what you have to do in this top five. From top five, top two will be your prize winners. You have to come here, explain your video. If you want to, if the video already has audio, or if you don't want to explain anything, then it is fine. But within 5 minutes, you have to tell the entire story of how you created the map, what tools you used, what is the data source, and what is the impact you are trying to convey via this map. So I think we can begin with Amar Dali, who is our first presenter here. So Amar, if you can come here and present your video.
My name is Ammar Dali. I am from Syria. I study PhD in IIT Roorkee, PhD in geomatics engineering. This is my country, Syria. Actually, there is a war happened in my country, started from 2011. It's still going on, but now it's like a less effect now. So actually, my main objective of this video to explain to you how much the war, how much ISIS, this terrorist people, how much they reduce affect the farmers in the northeast part of Syria. So the main crop in Syria is the wheat. So now we have kind of hunger in our country because we don't have any a source of wheat fields, because this terrorist group still now exists there. So I will show in the northeast of my country. So this is Al-Hasaka governor in my country, which has the wheat fields. So we can see here. War started in 2011. This is Al-Hasaka area. So this is the wheat crops. This is the classification using random forest classification, using 103. And this is that one before the war. This is after the war. You see how much reducing the field of wheat, how much it's reduced. You can see here. This is in 2013. We have area around, I don't remember exactly how much of the area of wheat. So this is after the war. And this is the classification using random forest classification, the condition of agriculture during the conflict. Thank you so much. Actually, I classified the image using a random forest. So I have kind of like reference data from my country, where is the wheat fields. So based on that training area, based on that fields, I have trained the models, and I have classified the image. Actually, it had the degradation of agriculture for everything, but like the more than 90% of the agriculture in that area is wheat.
Next is Anupriya.
Hello, I am Anupriya, and today I am going to talk about spread of sugarcane globally and its current status in India. India's love affair with sugar has positioned us as the largest producers and consumers globally. In my attempt to illustrate and visualize this journey, I have utilized simple and freely available maps online within the PowerPoint presentation. Sugarcane, a crop with a history spanning 8,000 to 10,000 years, originated in New Guinea and has since become a pivotal player in the global agricultural stage. The cultivation of sugarcane, with its roots in Asia, expanded across continents, reaching Persia in 500 to 600 AD and eventually making its way to the Americas during the era of European colonization. While historically serving as a sugar source, sugarcane's significance has evolved, recognized for its efficient conversion of solar energy into biomass and sugar. The byproducts of sugarcane processing are biogas, molasses, and press mud, hold substantial economic value. Presently, Brazil, India, and Thailand are major contributors to the global sugarcane production. In India, Uttar Pradesh is leading, followed by Maharashtra and Karnataka. Remarkably, Tamil Nadu stands out for its exceptional sugarcane productivity. India's sugar industry has tapped into the potential of sugarcane byproducts, generating bioethanol, bioelectricity, and various value-added products, contributing both economically and to sustainable practices. Despite this success, sugarcane productivity in India lags behind global leaders, standing at approximately 78 tons per hectare. Addressing this disparity requires advancements in technology, genetic enhancements, and strategic measures to anticipate and mitigate natural disasters. In conclusion, the journey of sugarcane from historical roots to current global prominence can be easily visualized and spatially plotted, underscoring the importance of geographical information systems technology. I have utilized simple and freely available online maps to visualize the domestication of the sugarcane crop, enriching our understanding of its spatial distribution and historical trajectory. This journey signifies not only a sweet legacy but also a commitment to greener and more resilient agricultural practices using remote sensing technology. Thank you.
Actually, we were working on sugarcane mapping, and we came across with several industries who wanted to know exactly that how sugarcane grows and from origin to end. So when this challenge came, we thought, why not to just tell people that how sugarcane started, because we wanted to depict that it was not India, because it is told to us that Sacharam is nothing but sugarcane. So it was New Guinea where it started, and all over the world it spread. Especially in European countries, it started in the late time. So that's a story we wanted to tell.
All right, thank you, Anupriya. Now we'll move on to next video, which is Jayati. Okay, so Jayati now will present her video.
Cool city, calm citizens. But how can we do it? That is a big question. How to convert the cities from less trees to more trees? Today, the world is facing unprecedented urban challenges when more than 57% of the world's population is living in the urban areas. We have seen virtual engagement via the concept of metaverse and digital twins. But the need of the time is to ensure the environmental sustainability by effective implementation of urban green policy. In the Industry 4.0 era, data is new oil. But the question is how the 3D sensing data can be a new oil for sustainable city development. And here, I, Jayati Vijayvargiya, present the concept that how a point cloud data by mapping can be converted to a good point for empirical, fact-based decision making towards sustainable development of the urban environment. So the reality check by 3D data leads us to showcasing the present and the potential of urban green across the urban environment. This is a sample data from Dale's benchmark data set from city of Surrey in British Columbia, where we have highlighted the trees in the proximity of street named as 1-to-1 street. So based on the linear proximity of a given street or based on the regional analysis, we can work towards sustainable development of urban green by priority and gap-based analysis for afforestation drive. So for urban route, we can calculate the greenness and determine the plantation priority. And thus, the data can be utilized for development by mapping, monitoring, and analysis. And the broader scope of this work is to bring data-driven urban environment planning for empirical decision making and enable 3D visualization for community engagement, realization, and policy implementation. So for United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and urban local bodies, the future we want, here I present the concept of 3D data empowering the future we want.
Namaskar, everyone. So here was my concept, and the story brings out when we look at the Sustainable Development Goal 11 for sustainable cities, it has three major pillars as stated by United Nations. First is resilient infrastructure, second is community engagement, and third is policy implementation. When we look at resilient infrastructure, it is being taken into part. But when we look at the other two pillars, that is community engagement and effective policy implementation, that is where we lack. So here this concept is to bring those two pillars, to bring a solution for those two pillars. Relating to the afforestation drive, when we say the people that we need to do afforestation drive, it just goes at word of mouth to word of mouth. Here the concept is by ranking the streets, for example, here I did for a city of Surrey in British Columbia, we did for Trivandrum also, we can come up like which are the effective areas for afforestation drive, showcase this 3D data, because all of us, like when I'm seeing you, you are in 3D. So when we see that concept on a web-based platform or as a video with augmented reality on 3D, it would be effective to bring community engagement, which is very, very important if we want to achieve sustainable cities. So this was my concept. Thank you. I'm open to all the suggestions and questions. In Trivandrum, we flew our aerial LiDAR scanner over a plane, the short plane in collaboration with IIC Technologies. Actually, that project we proposed to DST, and we were able to get funding. So we flew data and captured an area of 100 square kilometer. That then using some deep learning, machine learning algorithms, both like we are onto developing a product. We have first classified, labeled, and then classified the bigger area. The second part of my work is a bimodular ontologically based storage framework. In that, we represent a city as a collection of urban objects. And urban objects not only consist of houses, as we see in digital twin and metaverse, but also with the concepts of individual tree or the tree segment, high density tree segment, road, and other objects as well. So from that, like if I portray that, that's the same. And as output, we get information in three formats. That is the, because that module is having basically made for information extraction. So we get information as metadata, that is the tabular data we are very familiar with. Second, as a point cloud data for individual tree analysis if we want to do, because for other biomass calculation and all, we want individual tree. And third, as a 3D object model as seen in this video. Yes. There I have represented it with the help of cones, because this is from city of Surrey, British Columbia in Canada. Yes. Yes, but here they are also there in the overall project, but here my concept was focusing on urban green. They are also there. Like for this particular area, we also had another work that was on power line asset management and information extraction. So that had power line as an object. That also we presented as a 3D model. The 3D model for these different objects do not exist. So we make them and then showcase them. Because this showcasing becomes very, very important for decision makers as well. Like there, the trees are of this type. That's why I've showcased this. Yes, yes. In Indian conditions, what I have done is I have given different models based upon the tree diameter and the height. So we are having, if it is a eucalyptus tree, it will be shown as a like a pine, because it's mostly like that with a tall. But if it is a well spread tree, because from point cloud density at that location we'll come to know, then it will be represented as a mango tree. Like different 3D models now we can fetch in the. So we are having different tools to make these models. Like Blender is what I have used. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And next, now we'll move on to fourth presentation out of total of 5. So this is by Apurva.
Hi. Hi everyone. So my story from video. This video will be talking about how solar energy usage across the world and particularly in India has been growing over the past years. So this map is showing the one in 20. Okay, let it play. Or let it play, it's fine. And then I'll talk at the end. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, this is the map showing the top 5 countries we can see are China, USA, India, Japan. I'll just talk about it more. I can just pause the video now. The top 5 states in India with highest installed solar capacity till now are the following: Rajasthan, Gujarat, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Telangana. But the actual potential as assessed by MNRE is 142. I mean, it's very high. So what we have achieved is presented here, like what we have installed capacity right now. Yeah, this is the same one. That is, like, what is the actual potential of solar energy in India? Now I'll be showing 2 biggest solar parks that are there in India. One is Badla Solar Park in Rajasthan, and its area is 56 square kilometers, and it is the world's largest solar park installed, and it is contributing so much to offsetting carbon dioxide. It is contributing to climate change as well. And the second one, this is the 3rd largest solar park in India, in the world, Pavgada Solar Park, and it covers an area of 53 square kilometers, almost the size of Manhattan. And yeah, so like there are examples of innovation in how like everything has developed, like technology and everything, and yeah, so but however, the main thing that was I read about when I was doing searching this was for the Pavgada Solar Park, many of the local communities were affected. I have not added it here because they lost their lands, and that was something that had to be taken care of when they were doing it, when they're building it for such large areas, and that is something we can learn as a lesson for the future parks or whatever future endeavors we are taking. And yeah, that's it.
I think this parallel track, she told me that she won't be able to attend with another session like that. We'll just walk through this video with the 5th top 5th participant. Code and vote for the best video that you this and we'll announce it. So these are the top 5 videos. So from these top 2 videos will be selected, and those will be the first and second place. And from There are two other videos which public also will vote among all, including these five, and that will be the public vote. So, I mean, you can, if you have selected all five, if you want to revisit anything, the slide. And now we'll go on to the sixth video, which is, so these are the top five. We'll go to the sixth video. You can find the links later, but have to vote. And this is the last video from Korea. You've seen all the videos, and considering the time, we'll just have public voting for 2 minutes. Please scan the code and vote for the best map that you think it is. If the public voting, the best video from the public voting and what the jury decide clashes, then that is started, and the subsequent video will be taken as third prize. Okay, we'll scan the. Yeah. The result will be at the end. We'll show the results at the end. There's just one video that you have seen. All these videos, once you've done your selection, you can. So this ends the first task, challenge, Earth at Risk challenge. Thank you all the participants for submitting your videos. The results will be declared at the end after the second challenge. The second challenge is again has been run by InGARSS from IIIT for a very long time. I think 2-3 years almost, and with collaboration with IP ambassador and also the head of young professional GRSS, we organized this second event as well. So Santosh will take over from here and explain you about the challenge.
Hello everyone. So we have gone through like many story maps. Now stories are over. And Earth at Risk. This is actually not a new concept to InGARSS or any conference. So usually at any conference, they will have this session to just show we are at risk, we are at like climate change, deforestation, or like some damages which is happening to Earth. And during COVID also, everyone would have seen many maps coming in media. We would have shared in social media. So those are like Earth at risk. So that is the main concept of this. So here, the problem statement is very simple. Here it should be like using Earth observation data to show the damages that is done to Earth. So here we are judging on 4 criteria. So this was the submissions we got. We did display at our booth. Yeah. So the judging criteria was impact. So here we are not giving for the first criteria for creativity of the story, the impact which we are going to show in the map. The second is the relevance. How relevant is it? Like whether it is really the damage which is being caused or something else. So that is second one. And third is the technical available. So it should be some Earth observation geospatial data and the softwares which you have used or the techniques which you have used. That goes for third. And the final one is for creativity. So these are the judging criteria we created. And here the drill is same. First 2 prizes is going to be selected by our jury, Mr. Ujjwal Gandhi. And the third one is going to for the public voting. So we will have that QR code again in the end for the public voting. Okay, we have the top 5 finalists in no order. So I will welcome Ahmad Ali to. Yeah, I would welcome Ahmad Ali to explain his.
Actually, this is a neighborhood in my country, in my capital city of my country, Damascus. So this neighborhood was prone to a lot of damage because of the conflict there in that area between the army and the terrorist groups. So in this area, in the neighborhood called Jobar, so we can see here, the picture was around 2011 before the conflict has begun. And you can see the happy life there in this neighborhood. Then in 2015, after the conflict has started, we can see the amount of damage in that area, all because of the conflict, the armed conflict there. We can see also here in 2023 how much the damage in that area, because a lot of cleaning has been done also there. The damaged building has been removed. So we can see here the difference between the 2011 and 2023, and how much the damage has been in this neighborhood. Actually, the people also was forced to go out from this neighborhood to another neighborhood around the Damascus city. And I think the number of population, it was 3 lakhs before the war, and now it's, I think, 0. There is no one there. So we can see here the huge amount of that damage. Actually, this image has been collected from Google Earth. It's normal Google Earth images. I chose this Google Earth images because of the high resolution compared to Sentinel and Landsat, and because it's kind of free available. Thank you.
Thank you, Amadali, for participating in both the competition, and congratulations for making it to top 5. And all the best for the jury to select. And the second one is from Anupriya.
Hello, I am Anupriya, and today I am going to talk about flood extent mapping using remote sensing. Recently, I learned that the use of technology could significantly improve our approach to manage natural disasters, especially floods. During my internship at sugar industry, I discovered the critical challenges faced by farmers and industries, emphasizing the need for innovative solutions to address these issues. The increasing frequency of weather changes has led to recurrent floods in northern Karnataka regions, causing significant damage due to inability to effectively anticipate and respond to these disasters. As I delved into the issue, I realized that one of the main challenges faced by industries was the lack of real-time information on the extent of flooding. This lack of awareness made it difficult to manage inventories and allocate resources effectively. Moreover, the dynamic nature of flood data, which requires frequent updates on a large scale, posed a substantial hurdle for traditional estimation methods. Manual assessments were not only time-consuming, but also prone to errors. This realization prompted me to explore potential solutions, leading me to the promising technology like remote sensing. By leveraging tools like remote sensing, we can proactively predict and manage natural disasters. Synthetic aperture radar datasets such as Sentinel-1 data, which offer the capability to monitor agricultural fields even in challenging weather conditions, such as rainy and overcast situations. I focused on flood extent mapping in the sugarcane growing region during the July-August period of 2021. Using Sentinel-1 SAR data, I created 3 maps with Google Earth Engine, which provides pre-processed Sentinel-1 data, which consists of backscatter values in decibels. These values easily identify the water pixels within the study area. Therefore, I generated one map presenting the area before the flood, another after the flood, and difference between these maps clearly indicated the extent of the flood. What's remarkable is that in this analysis, which would traditionally take a significant amount of time, can now be performed within minutes by utilizing platforms like Google Earth Engine. In conclusion, the integration of remote sensing technology, particularly SAR data analysis, presents a transformative solution for managing natural disasters in agriculture by providing real-time and accurate information on flood extents. We empower industries and farmers to make informed decisions swiftly. This not only minimizes the impact of disasters, but also enhances the overall resilience of our agricultural systems. As we move forward, let us consider and embrace the potential such technologies to build more sustainable and disaster resilient future for our farming communities. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Anupriya. The next one we are going to have is Sandeep Reddy.
Hello, I am Anupriya, and today I am going to talk about flood extent mapping using
Thank you, Sandeep, for making this. Over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sandeep Reddy. I am from NIT Surathkal. Actually, the thing about the thing is how small changes in your life is going to make a big impact on environment. Now coming to the work, to represent that thing, I have selected estuary as the major important thing. So in this work, we have coming to the estuaries. Why estuaries are important? Estuaries are important because it consists the most diversified ecosystem in the world, as well as those are useful for breeding system for the animals. And this estuaries also protects inlands from the cyclones and other systems as well. So that is the reason we need to protect the estuaries as well as the surrounding mangrove ecosystems also. Now coming to the work, we have used Landsat 8 and Landsat 9 datasets of 2013 and 2023. And by using the simple tools like false color composite and vector toolbox in QGIS, we have delineated the area of the aquaculture present in the particular study area. And the study areas belong to the Koringa mangrove forest in Kakinada of Andhra Pradesh. And we have figured out how the aquaculture is changing and how much aquaculture area is increasing. Why are concentrating in this aquaculture? Because there is interesting study proposed by the Mr. Shivkumar from Wild Institute Life of India, Dehradun in 2015. He indicated that due to the increase in SDT at the shore levels of the estuary system, majority of the dynamics in species is changing. So it is leading to the growing of one species and leading to the missing of the another species. So that is the reason we have studied how the aquaculture is impacting the estuary system. So due to the between the 2013 and 23, we have seen if there is a 70% increase in aquaculture, and we can see particularly the areas where these portions here initially there was agriculture, but due to the increase in SDT, these portions the agriculture also disappeared. So as well as so you can observe these areas where the sedimentation is not there previously. Now the sedimentation is also going to start there. So to tackle this kind of problems, generally we will go with the SDG 14, which is the life underwater, and SDG 15, which is related to the life on earth, and SDG 12, which is related to the climate change. Sorry, SDG 13 is related to the climate change. But if you concentrate on these three SDGs, it is not going to be possible. There are another SDGs like SDG 2, food security, in which sustainable agriculture is the major thing. And coming to the SDG 9, where we have to follow the innovative process for sustainable development, and SDG 12, the things what we are consuming in daily life, how it is impacting on the environment. So if you can change something like fish or shrimp on one day on your table, this impact may be less, and future we can consider many more things. So I am concluding this thing by motto, live and let live, let them fly like us. Thank you very much. By visually only, sir. You have used the basic tools because we are okay. MTech and PhDs working on here, but to spread knowledge to the normal level persons, first we should go with the basics. They should understand them clearly. That is our main motto. So we can easily see what are the things happening there by using the false color composite and vector toolbox. We have delineated and we have calculated the areas. So everyone can go with the approach. They may get interested in this thing. That is our motive.
Thank you, Sandeep, for presenting and making your maps. Okay, we'll go to the fourth one. So Indrani Misra, is she available here? Okay, so I am going to leave this map for like 10 seconds to observe, and you can like observe. It's for public also to voting, and for jury also to make decision on this. Okay. It's not playing. Okay, we will take this as a fifth entry. We will go to Lena. She's the last participant, and she also has a presentation to do. Welcome, Lina.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Leena. Today, this is a picture that I'm showing, which has in total 24 interferograms that are taken over Turkey. So you are all well aware about this 2023 Turkey earthquake, which is one of I can say it is the biggest earthquake that has brought greater disaster to the earth. So as you can see in the picture also, it has been affected like in countries like from here, Turkey, Lebanon, and Syria. So you can see how bigger the impact of earthquake here over Turkey area. The data that I have taken is Sentinel-1 C-band data. As you know, the C-band data means it operates at a frequency of 5.3 gigahertz. And I would like to show the processing that I have done to get these beautiful fringes over this Turkey area. So this is a flow chart that I have used to generate these fringes. So the total area that I have covered is around about 99,000 square kilometers. And I have used 48 data sets in over. So from every 2 data sets, I could generate 1 interferogram. So in the flowchart, you can see that for 2 acquisitions, I had generated the interferograms and so resulting into 24 interferograms over the whole area. And in total, so every SLC data, the SAR data was around 4.1 GB. So in total, I had processed 200 GB data in total. And I have used, means processed these interferograms over open source Python platform, which is nothing but ICE2. The full form of the ICE2 is INSA Scientific Computing Environment, which is basically developed by JPL NASA. So this is used for generating, means to calculate the coherences and phases. So the total INSAR technique and the differential INSAR techniques can be analyzed on this platform. So I have used their open source platform and generated these interferograms. So these are the steps. So the first process is the co-registration. So to get the interferograms without any phase errors, co-registration is a very important step to make ensure there are no residual phase errors. And after that, we will form a interferogram from the 2 acquisitions by to get the phase differences, and we will do the next processing steps after the formation of interferogram to remove the speckle noise, which is an inherent feature in the SAR data that we get. So for that, I had done the multi-looking and the phase filtering, and later I have geocoded, and then I had exported onto the Google Earth Engine. That was how I got this these beautiful interferograms over this area. Thank you. These actually, okay, so this is the epicenter of the earthquake. So for every, from blue to red, there are phase fringes, right? So so this phase fringe is actually equal to half of the wavelength that that is operated. So as this data is C-band data, so which is 6 centimeters. So every fringe is counted to 3 centimeters. So when we count, means the basic counting of so this is used to calculate the deformation, the surface deformation over the Turkey area.
So if we can calculate the every fringe from the center to the outside, we can get the displacement or the total surface deformation over this area. So that it will be helpful to get the we can assess the disaster over the particular area. Actually, there were around Feb 6th, there were multiple earthquakes actually in 1 or 2 days. I had taken a over 1 year temporal baseline data. So it has covered over 2 earthquakes. But for in this SRTM DEM is I have used.
Thank you, Lena, for your presentation. Now we have the video from Indrani ready, so we will watch that.
Hello everyone, I am Indrani Mishra from Space Application Center, ISRO Ahmedabad, and I am going to present my image processing work on South Lunar Glacial Lake outburst observed using multi-temporal Sentinel-1 SAR image. So here we are seeing two images with South Lunar Lake on the center of the image frame. The images are captured on 28 September 2023 and the other image was captured on 7th October 2023, is after the devastating Sikkim flood of 2023. The acquisition mode of the data is interferometric wide SWAT. The pixel spacing is 10 meter cross 10 meter. The polarization of the data is Wi-Fi plus pH. Monitoring and assessing glacial lakes and the risk of glacial lake outburst floods, known as GLOBs, is vital for understanding and managing these potentially catastrophic events. In the case, remote sensing satellite imagery plays a crucial role in the monitoring and early warning systems for GLOBs. The recent South Lunar Lake breach in Sikkim, India, resulted in a devastating flood and is monitored using multi-temporal Sentinel-1 SAR data. We have downloaded the Sentinel-1 SAR data, reduce the speckle noise in SAR imagery, which appears as a grainy or granular texture using the enhanced leaf filter. Then the Sentinel-1 SAR imagery transformed into RGB color composite using VV and VH polarization and further enhanced using contrast-limited adaptive histogram equalization known as CLAHE, which enhance the images with varying contrast for better remote sensing image interpretation. It is observed that the South Lunar Glacial Lake surface area has shrunk by over 100 hectares between 28 September 2023 and 7th October 2023. So, continuous monitoring, advanced remote sensing technology integration, and community training programs are essential for effective GLOB mitigation. Thank you very much.
Great. So these were the 5 top entries we have. We have also other entries. Now we will be open for the public voting. I'm going to share the QR code. The first 2 prizes will be decided by the jury, and the third one is from the public voting. So I request everyone to scan this code and cast your vote. So that's it. There are 14 maps. I hope everyone did their voting. Thank you. Okay, now I want to invite Arunima, who is the YP ambassador in IEEE. Thanks for joining us today. She's having 2 career programs which needs to be set to the audience. So welcoming her.
Thank you, Santosh, for the quick introduction. So welcome all of you. I hope you're having a good time in InGARSS. And it was a bit initiative from the YP to organize all the events here. So I hope you enjoyed all the participants, and thank you so much for your participation. It is really inspiring to see all of you doing all the good work. So keep it up. I'm here to talk about two initiatives and program. I can say that right now we as a YP are approaching towards, and one of it is IEEE-GRSS Career Fair. So I'm here just for the representation of the program, and originally this program is leading by one of our YP, who is Rufai. So if you have any more queries, you can contact him. So I'm going to just briefly introduce you to this program, what we are looking for, and what we have here for you. So this IEEE-GRSS Career Fair, it's actually for the students and for the young professionals who are looking for opportunities, not only in your country, but globally. And we are making an initiative for industrial opportunities for the academic one. So it's kind of a hand-in-hand collaboration of industry and academic sector. So we are inviting all the industries who has some suitable job opportunities for the students and young professionals who are currently working right now in geoscience and remote sensing application in different domains. And we are asking them to put vacancies and job opportunities with us, and we will help them to increase the visibility worldwide. And we are also seeking for the registration of the students and young professional in this program. You can come and register with us, and you can load your informations with your CV, and then we will keep in touch with you with a suitable job profile for you. So in this program, you don't have to do anything. All I can say is like you can, it is like a bit of requirement that you can be an IEEE member. And if you are an IEEE member, you are eligible for most of the programs which we are running and or which we have already have done. So the program is totally free. You don't have to pay anything to us. Just come and register with us and give your information along with your CV, and we will reach out to you. And this is an online initiative and venture, I would say, because we know that in geoscience and remote sensing and GIS, it's a really small community. Even if we talk about globally, and if I'm talking about in at our country's level, it's a really small community. And if you again go for like further like the subsections, like in the application domains, then it again, you know, a bunch of people who are doing some sort of applications. So that initiative we started because we wanted all the students and young professionals to get benefit from and to not get suffer for searching for the opportunities who wants to work in the corporate sector. But it's not only about the corporate sector. If you also have interest in the academia, so I have another program for you. So this program is for the people who has done their master's or PhD and they don't want to go for lectureship or something like that, and they want to go for the corporate thing, and they are looking for some 9 to 5 job, I should say. So this is best for them. So just reach out. You can scan the QR code. You can reach out to the website, and you can get more information how you can reach to us and get the more information about this program. Moving on to the next program. Okay, before that, I would like to explain this young professional like community, which we have in the IEEE GRSS. So I have already explained, like maybe most of you at the booth, like what we are and why we are doing this. So and why you should join us. So as you see that we are organizing programs here for you, and we are keeping this in our mind that we should also reach not only to the people who are desirable, but have the most potential to go out and to talk about their research and to reach to the people who can give them good opportunities and to build their career. So the young professional is actually a global network, and we are mostly focused in collaborations in research and or academia and in the industrial sector. and to connect people all over the world, and to get to you all the best out of it. So if you are looking for something where you can go and easily explore more about your research field and to have a better career advices and opportunities, I would suggest you to join IEEE-GRSS Young Professionals. We not only are organizing program, but we also have some sort of vacancies every year where you can have opportunity to be a YP, and you can join us. You can join our team, and you can just travel globally. We will fund you, and you can go with your ideas, launch programs, meet people, and get the most out of it. So yeah, this was all about young professionals. Then this is the another program. Right now we have just recently launched this program in October, and we have already got some submissions here. The program is called IEEE-GRSS Rise Up YP Mentorship Program. The program actually talks about the mentorship, like the relation between mentors and mentee. So we are asking for the people who has like relevant experience in their field, and they are quite experienced and they want to guide people building their research career and the personal development as well. So it's not only about the research. You can also reach to mentors in this program for any professional advice, like what we should do in the interview, where we should go for this opportunity, and if there is some professor, he can or she can guide you which opportunity you should look for, and where you can go. So actually they will give you a direction or path where you can walk to build your career. So this is the program which we are running right now. So you can register here as well. You don't need to pay anything for to join this program. You just have to be a IEEE member. And you can register with us as mentor and mentee, depends how you consider and which level you're consider. And we don't have any other requirement for that. And then after receiving the members, based on the information which you will give it to us, we will start matching, and then we will run the program. So right now we have received some submissions and we haven't started the matching. So I'm just promoting this program so that we can get more. And if you are interested, you can join with us, and you can get the benefit out of this program. So I would really like you all to join us and be with us, because we are doing this not for the sake of us, but for the sake of you also, because we want everyone to get more opportunities and to explore their potential enough to reach out where they belong actually. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. Glad to be here. I just want to say before I announce the winners, if you work long enough in the industry and ask anybody who's worked long enough in the industry, they will all tell you that the #1 skill that will help you grow and have better impact is being able to tell stories. Right? Even if you've done a very sophisticated analysis, but if you cannot explain it to others, what you've done and how it's impactful, it doesn't really matter. Right, so it's a great opportunity for all of you, and it's great for the organizers to organize this competition to highlight the skills. And I was unfortunate enough in our era, it was not considered important. I never learned about it. It took a long while for a lot of us to realize the importance of it. So glad you participated and applied your skills to tell the stories. It was a hard thing to judge. Again, all of this work was quite well presented. Making videos is not easy, and communicating your work in 5 minutes is not an easy task. So based on the criteria given, I have chosen the winners. So we'll go with for the Earth at Risk. The second prize goes to Amar. Great work. Very powerful visual, very impactful story. So great job on telling that. And for the first prize, we have Indranil, who worked on the story here. And again, great visual, very clear way to tell the impact. So I really like the visualization as well. Yeah.
So this is for public prize voting in it. So there are, it was the way how the voting was done. If there was a one voting, if he's already, I think Amar was the first one, but still he already got the first one. So he skipped in to going to the next option. which was,
Jayanti, great work. This was important prize for this. And for the story maps, Anupriya, you got the second prize. Great job on telling the story, and great, simple idea, but very well presented. Thank you. And for the first prize on story map, we have Amar for your conflict mapping. Great job.
thanks for being here and evaluating it. Just before that, I will announce the third one also. So for the third prize, again, there was the first two one was already decided by the judge. So the third one who comes in the public voting will get the third prize from the public voting award, which again goes to Jayanti. Yeah. So yeah, thanks everybody for being here on this day, and it's a good opportunity for us and we are also a young group and people for the young professionals and organizing the events at the last moments. And even though there are a lot of hiccups, and even though we are not continuously, seamlessly the event, but still you waited, everybody waited patiently and understand us. Thanks for that. Thanks for your patience. And thanks for Mr. Ujjwal Gandhi for asking us in the last minute and still able to come and being the wonderful judge for us. Yeah.